Hey guys, what's up? Emo Cat Dad here, bringing you yet another edition of Emo Cat Dad Listens. If you're new here, then what I do is I vow to check out a new band or artist every day of 2024, check out 4 songs from their discography, give you my thoughts on the songs, rank the songs, and then, of course, give you my thoughts on the artist overall. You guys have been ever so kind to me, giving me lots of suggestions of bands or artists I should check out, and I appreciate that so much. I hope you continue doing it. So hit those comments now and give me some new music for my ear holes. Today's artist, as you can see right there, is a band called Lovejoy. So what do I know about Lovejoy going into this? Not a whole lot, honestly. This was a suggestion of one of you guys telling me to check it out. So I was told they're like an indie rock kind of band, so I'm excited to check it out. All right, so without any further ado, let's dive into Lovejoy. The first song I'm checking out is from their 2021 EP, Are You Alright? And it's called One Day.
Cat, why'd I have to take you back? And time I played.
So this is their most streamed song on Spotify. I'm not sure if that's as a result of the age of it or if it had some sort of viral success at some point, but it's got over 130 million streams, so clearly very popular. It's got a very interesting sound. I did not expect it. The vocal delivery is kind of like dance pop, I guess you could say, which isn't a bad thing. I enjoy quite a bit of dance pop. But musically, it's got like this noise rock thing going on. So when you like combine the two together, it's just jarring. But I will say I did enjoy the vocal melody quite a bit. All right, next up, we're jumping to an EP called Pebble Brain, which, according to Spotify, was also released in 2021. Either this band was working very hard during the COVID lockdown, or Spotify has their dates wrong. But in any event, I checked out the track Perfume.
But I can still smell a perfume.
All right, so this is another melding of genres. This is like indie meets 90s Britpop, which those two genres are a little closer together, so not as jarring as a mix as you could imagine. I really dug the spoken word flow that the band had going in the verses specifically. The chorus, I wasn't as big of a fan of. However, I will say they took a swing with interesting formatting of the chorus, I guess you could say. But what I enjoyed most about the song was that it told a story. The lyrics at the end of the song perfectly call back to the beginning of the song and wrap up the story that's been told. All right, next up, the band took a year off and released their next EP, Wake Up and It's Over, in 2023. And I checked out the song A Portrait of a Blank Slate.
You open your hearts up so quickly, it scares me. She's an artist.
Okay, again, this has a different sound altogether. This is like a post-punk kind of vibe to it. Lyrically, this is probably by far the strongest song. I really liked what they did with the lyrics and storytelling in the last song, but some of them were still kind of basic. The lyrics on this are very strong. One of those lyrics are, "Sorry, it's all so predictable." No, it's not, Lovejoy. You've been all over the map, and I'm digging it. All right, finally, most recently, they've released a standalone single called Normal People Things, so I decided to check this out since it's their most recent output. Guess what? We got a different sound. This is definitely by far the heaviest Lovejoy have gone. In fact, if you take the vocals off, which tend to lean more pop, I can imagine Henry Rollins doing his poetry kind of stuff over top of this music. The chorus was good, but I will say it didn't nearly stay in my mind as long as some of the others. All right, so those were the 4 Lovejoy songs I listened to. Let's go ahead and rank them. At number 1, we're going Portrait of a Blank Slate. Musically, this is probably the song I enjoyed the most, and lyrically it was the strongest, so put those two things together and you got the recipe for the number 1 slot on this list. At number 2, I'm going Perfume. I really enjoyed so many elements about this song. Unfortunately, it just came up a little short in tracking that number 1 spot. At number 3, normal people things. This was easily the number 3. It's kind of a tier below the top 2, but I still dig a lot of elements in it. And 4 is One Day. I didn't hate this song by any stretch, but it was hard to wrap my mind around the two genres that they decided to smash together. I think if they would have just stayed in one lane, I would have enjoyed a lot more. But I appreciate the swing because generally I want to see genres smacking together and making something new. This one just didn't work as well for me, unfortunately. Alright, so overall my thoughts on Lovejoy is this is really strong, alternative, indie music. I don't even know what to call it. They've done so many different things. A lot of it I enjoyed. So Lovejoy gets a big thumbs up from this Emo Cat Dad. Alright guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Once again, your friendly neighborhood Emo Cat Dad. Look forward to seeing you in the comments below. Give me some suggestions of bands to check out. Give me some thoughts on Lovejoy. Have you done a deep dive through the discography? Do you dig it? Do you not dig it? What other songs should I check out if you're a huge fan and I missed one? Let me know so I can go back and check it out as time permits. Be a part of the conversation. I hope to see you back here tomorrow, where I will once again talk about a band or artist I had never heard before. And I will close off once again with what I always close off with, that I need you to cut my wrists and hit subscribe. Emo Cat Dad out. Until next time, I want to hear you sad.